The US Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, has ended her brief visit to Australia by promising increased military cooperation between Australia and the United States and making a plea for patience in Afghanistan. At the annual OSMIN meeting, Mrs Clinton and the US Defence Secretary, Robert Gates, held wide-ranging talks with their Australian counterparts, Kevin Rudd and Stephen Smith. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports.
If Australian officials were seeking top-level reassurance about the USA's commitment to the region, they got it.
We've been here, we are here, and we will be here.
The annual OSMIN talks, now in their 25th year, focused on more cooperation between the two countries.
We welcome very much the United States' enhanced engagement in the Asia-Pacific region, and we see the Force Posture Review as adding to that enhanced engagement.
The joint approach will include future cooperation on space and cybersecurity, more joint military exercises, and American troops and material based in Australia.
This alliance has never been more important, and the ties between our two nations and our two militaries, bonds of shared culture, interests, and values, give me great confidence that we stand ready to confront the challenges of this new century, as we have in the past.
For the United States, one of those challenges is the growing Chinese economic and military influence in the region.
As China becomes more of a player in regional and global affairs, then we expect that China will be a responsible player.
But China needs to play a role and to demonstrate a willingness to play a role that will keep things in balance rather than push them further out of balance. And if it's not prepared to do that, we're in for some difficult times.
Observers of China, like former defence intelligence analyst and now consultant Paul Monk, believe China's power needs to be skillfully managed.
The central agenda has to be to persuade China that it's in its interest to be part of a comity of nations in which there's cooperation and collective security rather than competition and confrontation, militarily speaking.
When asked about an exit strategy for Afghanistan, Secretary of State Clinton didn't provide any details, but said the United States is happy with the progress there so far, and she stressed gains are being made.
It takes patience. It requires all of us to understand that this is a tough fight that we're in. But we're convinced that starting next year, there will be parts of Afghanistan that will be under the control of the Afghan government and its security forces.
This is a tough fight, but we are there as continuing and enduring and strong partners of the United States and our other NATO and ISAF allies.
And after furious agreement and 2 days of parading before the media, the visit was over. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Late Line.